3 weeks of the festival, Cannes is the place to be for international stars and talents. We're going to go meet a Bollywood actress who is acting royalty in India. Her latest project is a horrifying dystopian Netflix series called Leila, where purity is enforced and interreligious relationships are illegal. Let's go and see Huma Qureshi. Huma Qureshi, hello.
Hello.
When you got on the plane to Cannes, you just posted your new trailer for your Netflix series.
Yes, I did.
When you got off the plane, there was this immense reaction. What was that like?
Very surreal, and I'm surprised you brought that up because I was just like, I was so excited. I was literally at Abu Dhabi airport, and which was 9 o'clock India time when they dropped the trailer, and I was just like, oh my God. And I had like a flight in about an hour, and as soon as I landed and I tweeted about it, my phone literally exploded. Like, it just kept going ting, 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 ting all the time, and it just ran out of battery immediately. So, but it was just so overwhelming and so beautiful, and I don't think I've done anything that has got that kind of great feedback, like, you know, from everyone. And I think it has been really special.
Why do you think it's getting so much strong reaction, enthusiastic reaction?
I believe if you make something beautifully and authentically, you know, it reaches people. You could be in France or you could be in India. But a true story and a story that comes from the heart, it really connects with people across the globe.
मेरी बेटी को ढूंढना है। तू मेरी हेल्प कर, मैं तेरी हेल्प कर दूंगी। God promise.
And I notice you've got this massive following on social networks, especially on Twitter, and I noticed that you actually go through and reply to your fans.
I do. I think I just find it, so I have to tell you a bit about myself to answer that question. I grew up in Delhi, and I've been like this kid who was doing theatre, and I always aspired to be a movie actress. And I think somewhere along the way, I met amazing people and directors and writers who believed in me and gave me the opportunity to do these amazing characters back home. So I feel like everything is so special, and I'm really grateful to all the love that I get because, you know, a lot of people don't have it. So I feel like Twitter or social media is one way my fans can really connect with me. So and that's the only way, because I cannot meet everyone, even if I wanted to. So I just want to let them know that, you know, thank you so much. Your love is appreciated, you know, and it inspires me to do better, and it inspires me to work harder.
What can you tell us about Leila, then, the 6-part miniseries?
I actually can't talk much about it, to be honest, but I'm so happy that, you know, you guys liked it and that you appreciated it, and I cannot wait for it to come out. It premieres on June 14th, and it releases globally. So yeah, fingers crossed, and I think it'll be one of those special moments in my life, yes.
It seems to have something in common with *Handmaid's Tale*. Did you watch *The Handmaid's Tale*?
I did, and I'm a huge fan. I don't want to say anything, but I just want to say I think it's something else. It's not *The Handmaid's Tale*. I think that's a very unfair comparison.
In these stories, though, women are powerless.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it an important time in this Me Too era to tell these stories?
It's just a time where I think a lot more people should be coming out and given the opportunity to tell their stories. And if half the population of the world is women, then why don't we have more stories or films or shows about them and talking about their concerns and their lives? And as a woman, I want to see, and as a woman of color, I want to see more people who look like me, you know, up on the screen and talking about their lives. They don't all have to be heroes. They don't always have to save the world. It'll be nice to have some of them because it's empowering. But they could be flawed, and they could make mistakes, and they could drink and smoke and lie and cheat and save the world and be a superhero. They could do all of that, you know. And especially in the world of Me Too, and especially in the world with so much communal discord and terrorism, I feel like the more we tell these kind of diverse stories of women, of people of color, we will actually be able to solve a lot more problems just through art and creativity. अपने काम के लिए जान देना, आर्यवर्त के लिए जान देना, आर्यवर्त के लिए आहुति देने को सदैव तत्पर रहे।
तुमने अपने समुदाय से बाहर विवाह नहीं किया था?
Smile.
Your first international English-speaking role was 2 years ago in Viceroy's House, a film set in the period before partition in 1947. Now, you play a Muslim who falls in love with a Hindu. Why in these times is it important to talk about stories like that, where people are mixing and living together?
I know, now that you say it, I do a lot of these, huh? I didn't think about it, but no, I think I gravitate towards stories, you know, that have strong political or cultural ideas behind them. I think it's extremely important. See, as an actor, you are able to, I feel, influence so many people's lives and minds. And I feel it's important if I have something positive to say, it will really, you know, impact somebody. As a child, when I was growing up, I saw so many films that really impacted me or moved me, and they helped shape my ideas consciously and subconsciously. And I really enjoy watching those stories. And of course, as an actor, I love playing those characters.
And why is the story of partition that happened in 1947 still so relevant today?
Because I feel it was never really addressed. So while doing the film, of course, I did a lot of research, read a lot of books, traveled a lot. And there is now, in fact, a couple of years ago, a few people from India got together and they instituted the first partition museum in Amritsar. I think it's Amritsar, yes. And it was interesting because you realize that the partition was the first man-made, like the largest man-made migration, forced migration in history. I feel like a lot of remaining survivors of that are passing away, you know, the very few left. So we will actually lose all those stories and all those narratives. And of course, there's stories of heartbreak and horror and carnage, but there are also stories where people helped each other and neighbors stood up for each other and they protected each other. And I'm interested in those kind of stories.
We are living in very strange times all over the world. At the moment in America, there are several states that are trying to ban abortion, men making decisions about women's bodies, what we do with our bodies.
They always like to do that, don't they?
I saw you previously appeared on the cover of Feminine magazine with a message, "I don't owe you perfection, it's my body, my rules."
Yes.
We're in Cannes, there's a lot of pressure on women to look a certain way, especially on the red carpet. How free and in control do you feel about the way you look?
Well, I do think that cover was something that came from from deep inside me. I think women, it's crazy, right? Whether it's you talk about commodification of women or sort of packaging women to look a certain way, you know, or you want to control their bodies through birth control or, you know, whatever. I just feel like, why is it that somebody else has the choice, you know, or should get that choice to make that choice for you? Like, what about, isn't true feminism or true equality or true empowerment about individuals, men and women, having the choice for themselves? So if I want to have a child, it should be my right and not somebody else's. And, you know, and I just feel like it's wrong. People kind of use certain ideas and try and like misconstrue them to suit something. And if you're not the one, you know, who's facing the fire, you shouldn't have to be the one who's making the call.
We first got to know, you've done so many different roles, you always seem to be following your own path. We first got to know you in 2012 in the Indian crime film Gangs of Wasseypur. Since then you've been in a horror film, Dobara. You've played a 50-year-old single mother in Kala, a prostitute in Badlapur. But you do seem to be very picky about your roles. How do you decide what you're doing?
I am a bit picky, but I'm good picky. You're making it sound as if it's like, it's not good. No, I think I just like to play diverse characters. I think I get very bored very easily, and I'm an actor. I've always prided myself on being a performer. You know, so which is why I love coming to Cannes, because I feel it's this great mix of like great art and like high fashion, because it works for someone like me completely, because I love to do the red carpet and the beautiful gowns and look stunning. But when I'm doing a role, when I'm doing a character, I really want to sink my teeth into something. You know, I want to become a character. And I want to be that performer that people after 10 years go like, did you see that film? You know, it looked nothing like her. It sounded nothing like her, but what a job she did. So I want to be that actor. Because I feel like it's kind of limiting, right? The kind of roles that get written for women. We always come with a shelf life. There's always someone da da da. These are all ideas that are constantly put, on our head, and I'm just like, either you can choose to be a victim of the cycle, or you can choose to empower yourself, because no one's going to do it for you. So you have to choose to empower yourself, saying, I'm going to do stuff that inspires me. I'm going to do stuff that excites me. I'm not going to care about whether I'm playing a 50-year-old or I'm playing a sex worker, but I'm going to do a bloody good job of it, So that's my thinking, and I don't know if it'll work or not, or if it's working or not. But it keeps me inspired, it keeps me happy.
What are you most looking forward to in Cannes this year?
My red carpet tonight. I'm so nervous, but it'll be fun. I have a great team, but and the film I'm working for is Terrence Malick's new film, which I really want to see. But let's see. I don't know. I'm wearing a bit of a.
Have you decided what to wear?
I have. I'm not going to tell you about it. You have to watch it. You have to watch out for me.
Okay, Huma, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Nice chatting with you.